Dave Gardy here on the floor live of the Orange County Convention Center, where PGA Merchandise Show and Convention is at 2:40 Eastern Time on Saturday. I have here with me a pro. We pulled off the floor, Mr. Jeff Picus.
Correct.
Nice to meet you, Jeff. Jeff, periodically we like to bring the pros off the floor, get their impression, and also ask for a product evaluation, which I'll do here in a moment. But give us an overall, your perspective of the show, what you picked up since you've been here from a teaching pro at what country club?
Country Club of Hilton Head.
Hilton Head and Hilton Head, beautiful place.
Very nice.
What do you think of the show so far?
I think it's a little bit overwhelming, actually. There's a lot of information to take in. I don't think anybody could really take it all in at one time. But it's been very enlightening.
From a pro's point of view, picking up any new themes in the manufacturers here on the floor?
Most definitely. Seen a lot of nice items, seen a lot of things I can utilize, as well as things that I never thought of before. So it's quite enlightening.
Are you seeing any technology trends that you see developing that would probably affect your decision on maybe the next clubs you buy?
There's been quite a few twists. I've had a chance to try out some equipment, walk myself around, and see all the new technology, and most definitely I'll be looking forward to it.
Some of that new technology, this is very innovative. This is one of our sponsors, in the interest of full disclosure, but we wanted to take a look at it. We had Jeff hit a few of these clubs and take a look at it. These are the walking stick clubs, which allow you to actually switch the loft automatically without any external tools. And we got a set of 3 here. We've got 3, a pitching wedge set, 3 through 5, and then what was the other club here?
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. What do you think of these clubs? Go ahead and we'll show them up here. We'll let the cameraman take a look at them.
Truly a well-crafted set of clubs. As far as when I was hitting them, hits like any conventional club on the market, well weighted. Everything seems to be very...
Now, we've told by the manufacturer, and we're going to be interviewing them in a minute here, that the big advantage to this is like for walkers. They think walking's coming back quite much on the course. And also for travelers, don't want to carry a lot of clubs. I think, and I may be wrong here, but if you've ever played cart path only, you hit your ball on the other side of the course, you got to carry 6 clubs over. It's not. You could probably just tell a guy to go down to the green, take 2, and you're hit to the green. I mean, it's a nice little advantage that you've got. And as you can see here, there is no external tool required. I just simply change this from a 5-iron or 4-iron, where it is now, move it down, and it's a 3-iron. Give us an overview of how it hit.
Yeah, it hit very well. Actually, I found no difference in the club, the weighting, the smoothness of the swing, and everything else.
These are steel shaft ones you used?
Most definitely. It seems to have a cast steel head as well as a titanium hosel, and the construction very well crafted. It seems like it will hold up and be just as strong as any conventional club on the market for a good period of time. And
it's really simple. Again, that mechanism, you just slide it, change the iron, find which one you want to go to, and it doesn't. What does it loft like? Difference like 3 or 4 degrees per every level here?
It seemed to be about 4 degrees, 5 degrees, I believe it was, in the pitching, sand, and 9-iron. But I found that simplicity to be a key factor. I teach an awful lot, and it seems like possibly I'll be able to offer this to some of my juniors, possibly some of the ladies who might tend to carry less clubs to begin with.
I mean, even if you're warming up on the range and you don't want to go back and get your other club, you just go pick it up, move it. So you'd recommend this to the members at the Hilton Head Club, would you?
Sure. I'll be trying to get them to take an interest in it. Like you say, possibly those days when it's rainy, maybe in effect, just a chance to get out there and walk the course and get a different perspective. Okay.
Well, we appreciate you coming off the floor to give us an overall perspective of that. And also, congratulations on all the great things you're doing down there at the Hilton Head Country Club. I actually been there several times.
Very good. Thank you very much for your time.
Nice here from the floor of the Orange County Convention Center. I always remember where it was, at the PGA Merchandise Show here in Orlando, Florida. I'm Dave Gardy. Stay tuned for more. Dave Gardy here on the floor of the Orange County Convention Center at the PGA Merchandise Show and Convention, and one of the more interesting booths that's getting a lot of attention is walking sticks. And these clubs, I have here with me Phil Goodman, who is president and founder and inventor of walking sticks. These are really unique clubs in that I can now take 3 clubs out and get a whole range from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all the way up to sand wedge. And it's amazing how easy it is to move these around, and I could just see so many applications for this. Give us an overview of the company and how you came up with the idea.
Well, I came up with the idea because I love to walk, and I feel as though walking is a very important aspect of the game. You get into a rhythm. You get into a feel of walking, whereas riding, you don't have that aspect.
One of the things I've noticed is that I agree with you, and you also have noticed that more courses now are beginning to have walking, and even saying carts can't come on the course.
Right, Dave. They're designing courses today that are designed for walking the course rather than riding. In fact, they're discouraging riding in a lot of golf courses that are being designed today.
In addition, I was just thinking about one of the situations where you could use this club is when you're cart path only day, it's been raining, your ball's on the other side of the fairway, you got to get out. You could even just tell a guy to go up to the green and bring two of these clubs, and you could just hit into the green and never have to go back to your bag for a club.
Well, exactly, Dave. But if you're walking, you don't even have to worry about the cart path. So you can walk directly right to the ball on the fairway.
So tell us how this works. It's such a neat-looking club, and it's really, we had a pro hit it, liked it. Give us an overview of how it works.
Well, it's designed just like a conventional club. It's weighted. The pitching wedge, the middle number is the length of the shaft. And all you have to do, it's very simple, very user-friendly. You just open up the shaft. Right now it was on the pitching wedge. If you wanted a 9-iron, you just move it 5 degrees to the left and you've got a 9-iron. If you want a pitching wedge, you move it back, of course, 5 degrees, and you've got a pitching wedge. And if you want a sand iron, all you have to do is move it to the left and you have a sand iron.
Now, wasn't something like this on the market a few years ago?
Oh, many years ago. I think it was invented maybe 30, 40 years ago. But that club, it
had an external tools, I thought. Is that how
external tools. It had a bolt that you had to loosen up with a tool. It took you about 2 or 3 minutes to make an adjustment on that club. Whereas with this club, it only takes a matter of seconds, as you can see. And our club is really more in line with a conventional club. It hits, it plays just like a conventional club. So you're not compromising your game if you have a set of these clubs.
It's really interesting. Give us an overview of the company, what the company does. Other than have other designs coming out?
Well, we're thinking about coming out with a hybrid 357 wood. So instead of having 7 or 8 clubs in your bag, you only have to have 6 clubs in your bag, including the driver and the putter, the hybrid 357, and you have 3 of these, and that'll add up to 14 lofts, which is what the PGA wants. Which would be legal, of course.
Of course, and now you've also got a bag over here that you've designed that goes with the clubs, and this is just so light, and you're out playing and making walking a lot easier.
That's correct. It's a 7-inch diameter bag. What we have done here by designing this club is we have reduced the weight of the bag by at least 50%, if not more. So obviously it's a lot easier to walk. It's almost like carrying a woman's handbag today. I know my wife's handbag probably weighs about 15 pounds.
If you were flying and you didn't want to check your clubs and just throw them on board?
Perfect for traveling. If you go on a cruise and you're stopping at ports, perfect for stopping at a port with a lightweight bag. A lot easier, of course, to handle and get around with. If you're a traveling salesman, throw them in the back of your trunk, seat, whatever, and off you go.
You know, the other thing is I know a lot of buyers are interested in this. Where are you telling buyers to go if they're interested in getting in contact with you to buy these?
Well, ideally, I'm sure you would want to go to a pro shop or a golf shop that you can swing the club, get a feel for it, and you'll see what I'm talking about as far as swinging and hitting just like a conventional club.
And if people are interested in supplying these as wholesalers and retailers, where should they contact Walking Sticks?
Walking Sticks, well, it's www.walkingsticksgolf.com.
www.walkingsticksgolf.com. And the material these are made of, just real quick?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, because the head is made out of 17.4 pH steel, which is Most of the clubs are made out of 17.4 pH. But we had to make the hazel, this portion of the club here, is made out of titanium. So, because we had to get the weight out of the back end here because of the lever and everything, so we would have the sweet spot right in the middle of the club where it should be.
Okay, and the shafts?
And the shaft is either graphite or steel.
Excellent. Well, Phil, thanks for giving us that overview of the Walking Sticks Club, the whole system, the bag. Congratulations on a really interesting product that's attracting a lot of attention here at the show.
Well, thanks very much, Dave.
Phil
and
Goodman,
I really appreciate it.
Founder and president of Walking Sticks and the inventor, here live on the show floor at the Orange County Convention Center. I'm Dave Gardy for the PGA Merchandise Show and Convention.